Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, a surge in rescues across Chelan County has officials sounding the alarm as social media lures unprepared hikers into dangerous backcountry terrain. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. Social media is drawing more hikers to Chelan County's backcountry, but many aren't prepared, and that's putting a serious strain on local rescue teams. From Kolchuk Lake to the jagged peaks of the Enchantments, Chelan County's wilderness has become a social media darling. With each viral photo, sparkling alpine water, dramatic sunrise views, or summit selfies, a new wave of explorers heads into the backcountry. But officials say the trend comes with a cost, a spike in search and rescue calls, many involving hikers who are dangerously unprepared. Sheriff Mike Morrison says 2025 is shaping up to be one of the busiest years yet for local rescue teams. There have already been 41 search and rescue incidents, and we're only midway through the season. In 2023, the county responded to 77 rescues. In 2024, it jumped to 90. This year's trend shows no sign of slowing. Morrison says that while some calls are due to unexpected weather or medical emergencies, many are simply the result of people not knowing what they're getting into. When hikers are drawn in by Instagram photos, they often don't realize that a trail might stretch 8 to 12 miles with thousands of feet in elevation gain. Morrison pointed out that what looks like a casual adventure online can actually be an intense, all-day physical challenge, especially in areas like the Enchantments, where terrain is steep, weather can change quickly, and cell service is spotty at best. Morrison said, "We've had some very technical rescues this year. People are going places they probably shouldn't be going without proper training or gear." One heartbreaking incident involved a North Carolina man who drowned at Kolchuk Lake. Emergency teams had to bring in a hoist-capable helicopter from Yakima, while passing hikers performed CPR until medics could arrive. And while that rescue drew significant attention, officials say it's just one example of a larger, growing problem. Sergeant Jason Reinfeld from Chelan County Emergency Management said the early snowmelt this year opened the season weeks ahead of schedule, drawing hikers up sooner and in greater numbers. But beyond weather, Reinfeld points to a troubling reliance on phones, with many visitors assuming GPS apps and online maps will guide them, even deep into the wilderness. He said they don't always realize that you can lose service in a lot of areas, and if your phone dies, you may not have another way to navigate. Rescue calls have included heat-related illnesses, falls on rocky slopes, and hikers stranded without headlamps or extra layers as daylight fades. Each rescue takes hours, sometimes requiring volunteers to trek for miles with heavy packs, navigating the same treacherous conditions that got the hiker in trouble in the first place. Morrison said, "Every call puts our volunteers at risk. When people aren't prepared, it's not just dangerous for them, it's dangerous for the teams going in to help." There's also a financial strain. While counties are legally responsible for all search and rescue operations, the state provides no dedicated funding. Morrison says the general fund is already stretched thin, and helicopter operations, the most expensive tool in the department's arsenal, are being used more frequently. In fact, the search for Travis Decker in June pushed the county to nearly 72% of its annual overtime budget by mid-year. And as the sheriff put it, they're still operating on what feels like a shoestring. Still, officials stress that public safety comes first. Morrison said they're focused on making sure they have the right equipment, that their helicopters are ready, and that they're able to meet any search and rescue need. Both Morrison and Reinfeld are urging hikers to plan ahead and follow the 10 essentials, a checklist that includes maps, food, water, layers, a flashlight, first aid kit, and more. Even more important, they say, is to be honest with yourself. Know the trail, know your limits. Don't just go because it looks cool on social media. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. A second round of DNA results has confirmed Travis Decker's connection to the plastic bags used in the suffocation deaths of his 3 daughters, whose bodies were found at Rock Island Campground in early June. Investigators say Decker's DNA was also found on zip ties near the scene, matching earlier evidence that linked him to blood samples at the campsite. Decker, who has struggled with mental health since his military service, has been missing since the girls were reported overdue from a visitation. He is wanted on murder and kidnapping charges, and a $20,000 reward is still being offered for information leading to his arrest. Firefighters kept a barn blaze from spreading into the forest Monday morning on Blewett Pass. The fire broke out near the 3600 block of Old Blewett Road and destroyed the barn, but thanks to quick work by multiple agencies, including Chelan County Fire District 6 and 3, no injuries were reported. The homeowner helped contain the fire before crews arrived, and the cause is still under investigation by the county fire marshal. A charter bus tour of Wenatchee Valley's housing projects gave elected officials and builders a first-hand look at the challenges and costs behind local development. From $400,000 townhomes across from Wenatchee High School to $2 million custom homes in Fancher Heights, Friday's tour highlighted both the diversity of new housing and the roadblocks to affordability. Speakers pointed to rising construction costs, energy codes, and limited lot availability, all factors that continue to shape the valley's real estate landscape. Wiley's Boat Rides on the Columbia River is giving visitors a high-speed way to take in the scenery and make memories while they're at it. Captain Wiley Heller, a seasoned mariner with over 20 years of experience, runs the charter jet boat operation out of Wenatchee. Most of his clients are tourists from the west side of the state, and he offers photo packages as part of the ride. Though demand locally is modest, Heller says the experience, which includes spins, sightseeing, and a good dose of storytelling, is crafted to be both thrilling and safe. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at wenatcheeworld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.